Welcome to another Unity asset review, and in this video we're checking out the Haunted Town from Triplebrick. Oh, so sit back, enjoy, and let's see if we find any spooky ghoulies in the Haunted Town. Oh, spooky. The Haunted Town is made by Triplebrick, and you can pick it up on the asset store for $35. For $35 we get 143 prefabs, 9 pre-assembled buildings, walkable roofs for that Assassin's Creed style funky shenanigans. Before we start running about inside the demo scene, let's check out the prefabs that we get. Everything is nice and tidy. Look at this, a folder for everything. I love that. And let's go to wood. We can see straight off the bat that the models are pretty low defined. They're not high detailed complex models, and we don't have LODs on them. I don't think that's going to be a problem, pretty much because we can see that these are not incredibly detailed, but the textures on them seem to work well in the inspector. Anyway, we'll see what it's like inside the game. And hang on, let's lift up that. Why is that one on its side? That's a bit odd. Okay, the alignment for this one seems a bit weird. And oh, is that a floor? Oh, that's probably why. It's a bit of a floor. I thought that was a fence, but it's not. It's to run along these. Oh, interesting. It's interesting. You could use it as a fence, and you could use it to run along. Oh, like that. Does remind me a bit like Assassin's Creed. You know this. I'm looking forward to playing about. Indeed, we might put this together to make part of our little game that we're going to play about, making together our Game of Thrones style game that we're going to make one day. This could be one of the villages. Molestown. They're going to go down to Molestown. Right, let's check out the double-sided walls to see if we can use these in Ultimate Survival or you construct this one. Oh, nearly, but you can see that it just doesn't have, you see here, I'm not sure if you can see it, doesn't have the sides and the tops closed off, so we wouldn't be able to use it as is. We'll need to do some tweaking ourselves. Let's see, this one's a bit more obvious. You can see what I mean. See, the tops and the sides, they need to be closed off. At the moment it's just two ends put opposite each other, and if you go to the walls and windows, we can see what we mean. They're only one-sided. That saves memory, but it just means that we can't use them straight away with Ultimate Survival without tweaking them. Let's see what props we get. I always like to check out the props. Planks, a milk churn, that's a nice quality milk churn. I do like the dents on that. Metal band, not too sure what we're going to use that for. Leaves on the ground, a lantern. Oh, and a little. See, I always get disappointed with lanterns that are just closed off like this when you can't see anything inside. There's just the lantern with the hook. We could put light in there, have it animate and stuff flickering. Torch holder, stool, another type of stool, stone, street lamp, crates. You know, simple basic stuff. A mist particle. There we go, some nice interior benches, cabinet. Oh, nice, with the doors, we can animate the doors opening on this cabinet. Ah, that's nice. That's nice. We do like it when a cabinet has its own doors that are separate. Good. This has made me very happy. We can start playing about with scripts with this kind of stuff. Nice. Bear in mind, you're rarely going to find any kit that has the scripts included for opening and closing, but it's easy to add ourselves. We can do it, don't worry, we can always do that later in the tutorial. Alright, so yes, and Premade Buildings. These are the 9 Premade Buildings. Oh, that's quite funky. So these are what with the modules we can make these, and keep in mind that pretty much most of this is exteriors. The windows are faked, so don't expect us to be peeking our heads out the windows anytime soon. But let's see. Look at it. It's lovely. Do like it. I like it. Let's play it. But let's click play. Let's go inside. I'm all eager. And here we are straight away inside the haunted town. We can see it does look very pretty. It's some weird purple ectoplasm on the floor, but the ground textures do look interesting with the moss through them. Expect the textures to be nothing like Witcher 3 style AAA graphics. They're not PBR textures, even though the ground and the roofs do have. These bricks don't, so you can't actually make them nice in 3D other than the normal maps. It's a shame. And here we can see, look, you can see right through those bricks. It's because that side of them is missing. That's annoying. You can see the same thing. Look up there. Look, peekaboo. You can see through the bricks into the window. And no collider on the street lamp. But we do get a bathtub if we want to bathe a baby in the middle of the street. Nice textures on the wood. I do like the wood textures. I'm a big fan of his wood textures. Again, the floor and the bricks look nice. These are fake windows, so don't expect you'll be able to open up the windows and see through them. I don't like this weird tree with a weird pointy bit. What's that? Is that a bug? Is it supposed to be like that? I probably can't really use that. Nice barrels. Just standing on the barrel. There is a collider on there. And simple enough door. Nice door. I like it. Looks good. I like these. I like the effects. I like the textures. These are low poly models, and the textures basically bring them together nicely. Let's go down here. So every now and again, so the textures, because these weird stylized show the effect that it's got, also are a little bit different. Ectoplasm on the stool. I like that you've got the wind bellowing through the cloth. A couple of assets we've seen haven't had that. Do like when they add it. Nice market stall. Again, really, we're getting here a nice exterior pack. I'm going to call this a good exterior pack. There are some little bits of interior, but in generally, it's an exterior pack. Oh look, you can see peekaboo down the bottom. Been to a few streets like that in England where you've got a little peeking out. And let's go inside and check out the interior that we're going to get. So he's put together some of the models and shoved them in. Do have a feeling of well, it's a bit of a spooky feeling, isn't it? I mean, it does work well in getting the haunted feel of this scene. These the cabinets that we saw with the doors that do open. Nice tables and benches. We could make this like a nice little tavern. Nice little tavern scene here you've got in this haunted town. Don't go out at night. Stick to the path. Let's pop over. Don't forget that they've got no scripts on these, but we can add them ourselves. Right, let's go upstairs. Let's go upstairs and see what we're going to get. Let's. Oh, hang on. Try that again. So let's go upstairs. Look at that nice bit of straw there on the floor. Right. So bathtub again. Reusing the same assets over and over does work well, but let's have a look. We've got the cupboards and we've got an open cupboard. See, you've got a door can be used. Got an open cupboard. I like it. I like the feel. I like the feel of this haunted town. $35. Nice models, nice textures, no LODs. Weird looking tree that I won't be able to use. That's a wasted tree for me. You just plopped it in for the sake of saying that you've got a tree. Don't expect much from the tree. Let's walk around the outside of Assassin's Creed style. Okay, like, see, look, these walls do work well. Some of these textures work better than others. Let's try getting up here. Oh, here we go. Let's climb up on the roof. So let's do a bit of rooftop running around. Well, I'm impressed so far. I do like it. It's not a huge, massive pack full of assets, but you can't really complain with over 140 prefabs that you're going to be getting. 9 pre-built houses, nice textures. The scenes itself, the demo scene itself is really good. I mean, it's well thought out as scenes go, and it shows you just how big and diverse a haunted town that you can make with his kit. I mean, look at the size of this. We're just walking around aimlessly, but it's with the same modular buildings over and over, yet it doesn't feel like it's the same building. It's done well. We go down here, we've got little pathways, and so for $35 you can actually make something special. We could use this in our weird Game of Thrones type game that we're going to make. Again, nice textures, a bit of moss grain on the bricks. It could be one of the towns that you stumble across, a little marketplace. Don't go out at night, the vampires will eat you. So yeah, I like it a lot. Would be nice if there was a little bit more to it, but for the sake of $35 I'm not going to complain. And I did pick this up when it was on sale, so I think I got this for like $10 or something. Look at a crazy sale, maybe $7 or $10, something like that. So really at that price, you got to bite someone's hand off to get it. I mean, it's a bargain. Imagine getting this for $10. You're crazy. $35, yeah, I would have still paid $35 for this if I hadn't got it when it was on sale. But I mean, it's lucky that it's in that $35 bracket. If it was in the $50 bracket, I'd be complaining that it's not enough and the quality isn't enough for the price. Again, it feels silly complaining about something like this quality for just $35. That is because now the asset store just has so much AAA quality, or you could call it AAA -1, AA quality kit out there that is competing in a harder marketplace than it previously was. But saying that, it is good. It is good. Little bit disappointed that some of these prefabs were one-sided when we looked in the editor, so we can't just start using this immediately with Ultimate Survival to start building these things in game. It's a shame. We could tweak about ourselves and start making it so they are usable, but it would have been nice. What was weird greenness in between the fences, but when you jump you don't see that. Okay, maybe it's to do with the mist effect. Okay, that's odd. So can I use this? Is this something that we can use with Ultimate Survival? If you wanted to have this as a modular that you're building in game, as it is not. Some of these models that we get, these props, we can use those. Those are nice, good quality. Bear in mind, you don't get LODs with these models. Alright, let's give it a score out of 5, and I've been pretty happy. We know there's a few little issues that we've seen in this video, but for the most part, it's been good. I'm going to give it 3 scary ghoulies out of 5. Well, I would really recommend it, and he's got it on a sale, because I think I got it for like $7 or $10, so grab it if it's in sale, definitely, and if it's at 35, yeah, it's worth a punt. I would like to thank everyone who has been contacting asset creators and developers and artists and telling them about these reviews, because I've received a few messages now from people asking if I would like to review their stuff, and I got a couple of free licenses in the mail. Can't complain about that at all. Needless to say, they will still be getting the same messy treatment of constructive criticism, and one guy actually asked me to be as constructive as possible because it meant that it was going to help him create a better asset for the community. I'd loved it when I heard that, and thanks again to everyone who has been spreading the word. Thanks to you, these asset reviews can continue, because eventually I'm going to run out of money. We know it. I'm already working on a backlog of assets that I've bought that the missus doesn't know about. Shh, don't tell her. Alright guys, and if you do like it, click it. Till next time.